Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Winter tires are on. So in today's video, we're going to go over what I got, how they're working, and what they cost. So stay tuned. Right now, we're still running the Michelin Pilot Sports, the 4S's, 275/40, 19s in the back, 255 up front. You can see what I mean by the stance is pretty close, so I want to just make sure that the new tires don't have any rubbing issues. I got them the same size, front and back. They are staggered. They said I could have put 255s all around and fit them on the rims, but they would have been stretched a little bit, and I didn't want it to look funny because up here in Canada, our winters are a little long, so I want the car to look good while I'm driving around, and I want it to be safe because, like I said in other videos, I do bring my kids in the car with me. So last year I made it, believe it or not, on these Pilot Sports through the winter. I have one video out there. I'll put the card here. It was a bit of a sketchy drive, but you definitely can make it. Having said that, you do have to be careful with snow tires as well. These cars do have a lot of power for something that you're going to be driving out in the frost and the snow / ice. So just take it easy and you're good to go. Up here they say you should switch over to winter tires, and you definitely feel it. It's almost like driving on hockey pucks. It gets really hard and you're just asking for trouble. So like I said, I did make it last year. The car has a snow mode inside, which was the lifesaver. Even in the rain and stuff, I live on a hill, so you know, when you're coming out of my house here, you got to turn and you go straight up a big hill, and you can feel the wheels start chirping in the back like it wants to let go. And that's more to do so with the cold than anything, because I drive this car all year round. In the summer, when it's raining and warm, when you turn and go up the hill, it was fine. Whereas now that it's cooled off a lot, when you turn and go up the hill, you can feel it starting to lose it. So I figured better safe than sorry, order a new set of tires, and we should be good to go for the winter seasons. All right, here we go. Don't mind the traffic noise, we're right on the highway. We went with the Nexen tire Winguard Sport 2s. You can see these are the 255s, 4019s, 275 in the rears. Got lots of tread on there compared to the Pilot Sports that were on the car. Should make a night and day difference. Hopefully the sidewall works out. They look pretty similar to the rest. I just got it with my foot because it'll roll downhill. I don't want to go chasing the tires, but it should work out much better than what we got on there right now. And you can see 100V. The V is the speed rating, which I believe is 149 miles an hour, so it should do us just fine for what we need. Should have done it in slow-mo. All right, so we made it home. Don't mind the fan going. It's just so you can't kill yourself in the garage. Blows all the fumes out. And just so you can see, I got this one moved already, but I thought I'd show you. You can fit your tires in the car. Passenger seat up and all the way forward. Got two on that side, one on this side. I could put the seat all the way back, drive comfortably. And then if you come to the rear of the car, one in the trunk. That's all that fits. There wasn't enough room here to kind of stack them. So one in the trunk, three in the back, and you're good to go. All right, so we are back, we're done. Tires are mounted. You can see, like I showed in the other clip, we ended up going with the Nexen. You can see Nexen, they're the Winguard Sport 2s. And I got them the same size as the stock wheels. So there's 275 in the back, 255 up front, 40, and then fits the 19-inch rims. And they are the mud and snow, if I can find the symbol. Plus you have your snowflake, so they are fully rated for the snow. I know out here, some of our highways after October, you can't even drive on unless you have that snowflake on your tire. So that's one of the things I was looking at when I first ordered them. And they're also the cheapest tire that I could find. I went in and I just said, find me the cheapest snow tire that you can, because I figured last year I made it on the Pilot Sports, which is a straight up summer tire. So this year we're going a little safer, but I figured I'm not going to spend huge dollars on something that I probably don't really need, because if we get our 1 or 2 days of really bad snow here, I'll just park it. I'll take the Pathfinder out. But maybe this year, once the snow comes, which is pretty soon because our weather looks like this, and next week is calling for all below freezing, so we could see snow, and then we'll get her out and actually do a full out test on these tires, so stay tuned for that. So stance wise, it sits pretty close to the Pilot Sports. They do hug the rim just a little differently than the Pilot Sports, obviously, so it looks like it's just slightly higher, but that's good because once they start picking up any kind of ice or slush or snow, it'll be packing in the fender walls there, or the inner fender, and you don't want it to be breaking the parts of your car off. So we'll come to the back here. It's easiest to see. You can see there's lots of tread on there, lots of meat. Just a quick first driving impression, they do hook pretty well. I wasn't having any issues, and like I said, they are the mud plus snow and the ice, or the mountain symbol on there, which means they're rated for anything from really cold temperatures to actual like snow, ice, and slush on the ground. I'll go over more of that in another video possibly, but we should be good to go. One other thing I forgot to mention is the speed rating on the tires, and I googled it. If Google is not lying, it's speed rating V. They go off the letters of the alphabet. This one is V, and I don't know exactly what each letter stands for, what mile an hour it goes up to, but if it wasn't lying to me on there, these should be rated up to 149 miles an hour. So for winter driving in the snow, in the cold, in the frost, 149 is plenty fast enough for what we're going to need to do. And if you ever have a nicer day, maybe it warms up a bit, you want to give it a little boot, you don't have to worry about wrecking the tires or blowing them up or anything like that, because you're good to go as fast as you need to. All right, last but not least, like I said, I'll go over the pricing. And I also said earlier, I went in, I asked for the cheapest brand, cheapest tire they could find. These, I believe, are Korean tires. As long as they last a couple years, I'm happy. And I got the price right here. So, same as the other set, 255 40 19s up front, 275 40 19s up in the back. This says 245 or 275 45 19. It's just a typo on the paper. They are actually 40s. You can clearly see that while looking at the car. But if you look at the sheet here, for 2 of the 275s and 255s. They're $202 each. So 275s come out to $404, $392 for the 2 fronts. Then you got your eco fee here, $5 each, that's another $20. Mounted them, balanced, and took the other ones off, $98. That wasn't too bad. I'd say it's not too bad. Shipping was $80. Supplies is almost $42, $9.95. And then of course, well, like everything you buy, you get taxed on it. So when we flip her over, we have GST, PST where I live, that's another $124. So it comes out to $1161.92. It is in Canadian dollars, so if you're elsewhere in the world, don't freak out. This is Canadian dollars. You can just Google wherever you live, whatever currency you have, and match it up to what you'll be paying in your own country. But here I paid $11.60, which for 4 tires, like I said, took the old ones off, new ones on, mounted, balanced, everything. I would say that's not too bad. Well guys, that'll about do it for this video. Like I said, we will be doing a full test on the wheels once the weather starts to change a little bit. I want to get out there in the snow and the ice, cold, warm, rain, everything. We're going to go and test them. So if you haven't already, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to the video so you don't miss that. Especially if you're interested in these kind of tires. I haven't seen much reviews other than the actual manufacturer on YouTube. So we'll give it a real life go and see how they work. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. The rain is coming back already, I can feel it, so we're gonna get out here. But thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next one.